What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Caseville, King Set for Life Wrestling Takes. Back. Been working all weekend long. Finally here to give you my honest take about AEW Rampage Slam Dunk. This is basically just a runoff of the NBA All-Star weekend festivities that we had take place in Cleveland. Um, how do I feel about Rampage? Pacing and timing is always the key. If those two things work, you're going to have an outstanding episode. And by far, I believe this is a very good episode of Rampage. I'm going to talk about some of the stuff that I didn't like. And also, too, I got a complaint about TK. And you listen, when I get on this case, you're going to know why. Because it's a very valid reason for getting on this case. I'll talk about the Elimination Chamber. No, I didn't watch it. But I'm going to talk about, the matchups that we get in Wrestlemania. And unfortunately, Bobby Lashley is out. You won't see him probably till after SummerSlam. But I'll talk about that when I get there. So let's go ahead and break down this episode. We open up the show. Adam Cole versus Dark Order's number 10. I'm going to be honest with you. I've seen better from both of them. I've seen better from 10 and I've seen better from Adam Cole. But obviously 10 was injured. I did not know this. I did not know that 10 was hurt. 10 obviously had on the knee brace or something, as if let's say you tore something in your knee, so you had to wear a knee brace. So obviously he had the knee brace on. So basically that was basically the whole story of the match. Like I said, man, Adam Cole, this whole scenario, now he got to go after Heyman's friends now. Obviously they announced tonight, Friday night, that he's going against Heyman for the AEW World Championship. I'm going to talk about all that, how I feel about them just announcing matches when they don't let them do like what CM Punk did. CM Punk announced that him and MJF is having a dog collar match. Can we allow everybody else to do this? This way we can get everybody hyped up for the show. Some people are just hyped up just based off the matches alone that have been announced. That's not how I work. You're going to have to show me why I should give a grats behind about what you about to present on pay-per-view. You got to give me a reason. Like I said, this lazy days ago booking nonsense ain't cutting it. It's not cutting it, man. Somehow, some way, they back Arby all over in the corner. So Adam Cole is on top of Arby, and 10 is on top of Adam Cole. Now Arby can't see nothing. She like, what the heck is going on? Adam Cole does his usual, let me kick you in the leg backwards. He kicks his leg up, hits him in the jump, does his move on the match over with. Now OC is out there. Oh my god, I'm tripping. That's the main event. Got my mind on Orange Cassidy right now. The Dark Order members is out there, all that crazy stuff. But, 10 did what he could. But like I said, I've seen better from both of them. So, Adam Cole wins. And obviously this is just to get the momentum going for him. To make him look strong as we move into Revolution. Because everybody in the mama know. Now, I know there's people that's obviously thinking that an upset could happen. Listen, I would be shocked if Adam Cole beats Adam Hangman Page. Ain't no way in the world. Adam hasn't even won it. Listen, he successfully beat Kenny Omega for the title at Full Gear. He has not made it through one pay-per-view as champion. This is going to be the one and only pay-per-view I believe that he makes it through. Because at Double or Nothing, this is when he's going to drop the title to MJF. Put money on it right now if you're betting. I'm telling you right now. So go down there and talk about that. So then they give us a little video package of what CM Punk said about his matchup with him and MJF. Good promo. Like I said, CM Punk got the opportunity to get us hyped up for him and MJF Part 3, because obviously it's Part 3. CM Punk and MJF had one match, but it turned into 2. So MJF is 2, CM Punk is 0. And you believe CM Punk is going to win this one? Hey, no. MJF is going to get him 3 times. Book it. Now, this matchup. The face of the Revolution qualifier match. Powerhouse Hobbs versus Dante Martin. Ladies and gentlemen, I've seen these two go at it 2 to 3 times. I believe this was the 4th time. I believe this was their best match. Hobbs and Dante, as you get familiar with who you get in the ring with, and obviously these cats had the time to get to know one another, got to feel each other out. They get to gain up, get the chemistry with one another, with all that stuff, and they flourish, both of them. Dante was getting his moves in. Hobbs is out there basically just bullying the man, but Dante said, no, you ain't gonna bully me. Man, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling y'all right now, Hobbs is on his way, folks. Will Hobbs is on his way. I cannot wait till the day he wins that AEW championship. My man's is coming along, and Dante is stating the case for a TNT title run. Yes, the man needs help on promo. Obviously, he needs a mouthpiece, but I'm telling you, the man is stating the case for a TNT title run. He's stating his case. You know, a lot of people be talking about what all the dude do is flips and dives and all that stuff. Listen, that's not his. That's not only thing he does. The young man is just showcasing that. Why do you think he called himself? He's one half member of with his brother Top Flight. So obviously you know that's what he's gonna be doing. This matchup was everything. I loved it, man. I watched it. I watched it carefully. Will Hobbs gets it, and now Will Hobbs moves on to the Face of the Revolution qualifier match. Yo, this ladder match has turned into nothing but a big man match. Warlow, Keith, now Hobbs. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you right now, as much as fools want Keith Lee to win, I don't want Keith Lee to win. I don't. I want Warlow because I feel that Warlow. Remember, what was the whole storyline? Warlow, you got to win because you represent MJF. MJF is tight with the man who I believe is going to become the next TNT champion. That's Mr. Andrade. That's next in line to win that title. I don't want Keith Lee to win the Face of the Revolution just to lose to Andrade. I don't want that. I don't. I know that's what a lot of people believe because obviously Keith Lee is definitely favored to walk out with that prize or whatever. But I'm just tired of us always just winning stuff just to either lose it or just only just be thrown into the mid card. I'm like, no, Keith Lee ain't no mid carder. Forget it. Keith Lee did the mid card foolishness in NXT. He ain't no mid carder, man. I don't want him getting that mid card title. That mid card title was set up for my man Andrade, not Keith Lee. But if anybody gonna win the Face of the Revolution, give it to Warlow because now this is, remember, it's the teeter-totter what's going on with the feud, with the somewhat feud with him, how he's beefing with the members of the Pinnacle, even though he's still tight with them, but he don't want to be with them. So it will make perfect sense because now he wins it. MJF could say, well, since you won it, technically it's mine. This is when he could say, hold up, slow your roll, pal. You didn't participate in that match. I did. This is mine. I'm the Face of the Revolution, which means I get a shot for the TNT title, not you. Keep it moving. This is how we can start it right there. If you don't want to wait until that man wins the AEW World Heavyweight Championship, because that, obviously, we know MJF is going to win the title. He's next in line. Ain't nobody next in line. It is MJF. That's all I'm going to say about that. Excellent match for them. They did their thing. We get this... okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we got Tony Schiavone in the back, standing there with Miss TBS herself. Now, when I looked at her, the young lady that dyed her hair green, and she had on an outfit that looked exactly like the Riddler's from Batman and Robin Forever, with the movie featuring Tommy Lee Jones, is it Val Kilmer? Val Kilmer? I forgot my man that played Robin. Jim Carrey, who played the Riddler. That's exactly who she looked like. She was the black version of the Riddler. Now, fools online was talking about, yo, she looked great. Nah, y'all, I love the Storm look. The Storm look is her. She fits the Storm look better. The Riddler look just made her look like a clown. I'm sorry. I know the whole point of what when they was doing, because they was talking to Matt Hardy, and obviously on Dynamite we get the Bunny versus Jade Cargill for the TBS title, and she was standing there talking to Matt. She said, I look like money, and I smell like money, all this crazy stuff. I'm like, yeah, I get it. It's, for what she's trying to get across. But I'm like, no, man, y'all starting to turn my girl into a clown, man. Like, no, don't do this. Don't turn my girl into a clown. The Storm look was fine. The Storm look was fine. I was cool with the Storm look because that suits her better. She's a glamour sign, and Storm was a glamour sign, whether people want to realize that or not. My girl played with the weather, but she was a glamazon. So is Jade. So obviously, Matt started talking some foolishness and got into it with Mark Sterling. Then he started to act like Jeff. Yo, they telling you Jeff Hardy's coming. Now, whether Jeff Hardy shows up at Revolution or he shows up after Revolution, he coming. Showing up, folks. I'm telling you right now, he's showing up. So, that's that. So now we get the Professor. This is Serena Deeb taking on this young lady named Angelica Risk. This is the Professor's 5-minute rookie challenge. Now, Serena, y'all know how Serena get down. Y'all know Serena by far is the best female women's wrestler in that locker room over in AEW outside of Sheeta. She's number one if you ask me. She played with her food with this one. She really tried her best to make Angelica Risk look good. I was like, why is she playing with her food? Quit playing with your food. Lay this girl out. The young lady actually lasted dang near almost 3 minutes. She lasted almost 3 minutes, and that's because Serena was playing around. She was playing with her. I don't know why she playing with her. She should have just finished the deal, get this girl up out of here, and keep her moving. No, she had to play with her food. I'm like, come on, girl. Stop tripping. Alright, so that's that. So, after all this said and done, now before we get to the main event, they started announcing a whole bunch of matches that's already been thrown together without the wrestlers say so themselves. TK just announced it basically through Excalibur. We getting Heyman versus Adam Cole. We getting Thunder versus Britt. Now I would have liked them to use the at least this upcoming week, to use this upcoming week for them to go ahead and announce it themselves, and not just have TK speaking through Excalibur to go ahead. And I'm like, no. It's the lazy booking. It's lazy booking. Obviously, we knew where we was going, but at least let the girls give us one more week to get us, somewhat excited for the match. Because, see, now you got a pick on your hands. Who's main eventing? They've been crying about getting the women to main event. They've been crying. Everybody said, oh, the women didn't main event Dynamite. They didn't main event Rampage. They didn't main event this. They didn't main event that. The only thing they have not main event yet is pay-per-view. Well, the name of the game is you got to make the story feel like it's a main event worthy match. You can't just throw it together and say, oh, look, we having this matchup, and you really didn't hype it up enough. Like, you got to make it feel important. And they doing something, but I feel like they kind of took their sweet time to finally do it. We got 2 weeks to tell who's going to get the main event spot. Me, I don't think Adam Cole and Adam Hangman Page is the main event. However, just because it's the AEW World Heavyweight Championship and that is your main title, as of right now, that's the main event until further notice. But just because they announced both of them, that's what makes me say, well, okay, you announced both of them. So who's the main event? Who's going to be the main event? We don't know. Remember what I was saying? I was saying this a couple weeks ago. I was saying that Britt and Thunder was going to be on main event. Now I'm not so sure. Just because based on how TK announced it. Then he announced these goofy dumb battle royals to determine who's going to get into the triple threat tag team match. So then that's another multi-man match. We got the ladder match. That's 2. And then more than likely we're going to get a triple threat for the TNT title. That's going to be Darby versus Sammy versus Andrade for the TNT championship at Revolution. So that's 3 multi-man matches right there. One of them called for, which is the TNT title. The AEW tag teams should just been one team. One. But hey, it is what it is, man. This is what TK feels. I feel like it's lazy booking. Some of y'all might think I'm reaching. I'm just telling y'all, when I watch a show, you got to hype me up. You got to get me excited for what you're trying to present. The wrestlers themselves used to actually do it. Now it's like everybody just do it. And WWE falls prey to this foolishness too. They just announced, boom, we having this matchup. They give us no type of story, no build up, no nothing. They just do the same thing. That's why I don't even say nothing about WWE because I don't even review them. But like I said, from what I've seen from afar, it's the same thing. It's just, let's throw a match together, put it on the pay-per-view. Don't give it no type of build up or nothing like that. Whereas over here, they're trying to give it build up, but at least let them get one more week to start announcing the matches. Don't just announce the matches like boom, 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 and then you didn't allow the wrestlers themselves to tell the story why they going at it. So after that, uh, we got Mark Henry right in between the top of the main event. Mr. Switchblade, Jake. I mean, Jake White. Jake White. Uh, versus Trent Beretta. So Mark Henry's in between them, and he asks, "Hey, Jay, why are you trying to make it? What are your true intentions being up in AEW? Like, why are you trying to destroy everybody and the best friends and all this other crazy stuff and everything?" And he said, "Well, I'm just trying to make a name for myself, man. Let you know that there's a new era that's taking over." You see, let me tell you something. Jay White presents himself as a man that knows exactly what he wants. He comes across as if he's been around this page. He's been around this table a lot. Even though he hasn't been on national TV like this. I know he was on Impact, but don't nobody watch Impact. And apparently, he was just at Impact and No Surrender because he kicked out is it Tamatanga or something like that? He kicked dude out of the Bullet Club. So now there's speculation about possibility that all of this is going to come to full tuition where everybody finna come together. The New Japan folk coming through, the Impact folk coming through, and the AEW folk coming through, and it's gonna cause some type of I don't know, I don't know, but obviously he was over there. He did the foolishness that he did. Cause remember, he's still a part of Impact. He's still a part of the Bullet Club, right? Trent Beretta said, "Is this fool finished talking?" He said, "First of all, man, ain't nobody trying to listen to you with your pedophile looking face." I said, "Dang, you already crushed him right there." Man said what he had to say, but Trent Beretta came back with that right there. He came back. So you know what Mark said. All right, that's enough talk. It's time for the main event. Obviously, this is the best match on the show. Jay White, Trent Beretta. Obviously, these two have had matches from New Japan and everything. So that's why they had good chemistry. Chemistry is always one of the positives about a match being off the chain. If the cats in the ring have great chemistry, you know you're going to have a good match. Jay White and Trent Beretta tore the house down. They did what they had to do. OC. Now, here I can talk about Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy was out there, doing this thing. Ricky Starks and Chris Jericho and Taz over there clowning and acting a fool. And I'm like, no, man, it is what it is. We got to deal with a 4-man booth. I prefer just 2. I don't need 3, but this is AEW. This is what they're going to do. Jay White and Trent, they went at it, tore each other up, but Trent came up short. Let me tell you something, man. I don't want to call Trent enhancement talent because dude is better than enhancement talent. Dude is an outstanding wrestler. I told y'all, he makes the best friends go. If it wasn't for him, the best friends would be nothing. They would be absolutely nothing. It's him. Trent Beretta makes that group go. So Jay White gets the best of him. He beats him. So OC gets in the ring. And he looks at he looks at Jay, and he looks back at him like as if he wanted to do something. Because obviously Trent Beretta was laid out. He was just kicking him around. And so OC jumped in the ring like he was trying to do something. So obviously this is probably more than likely going to be the next matchup. Jay White versus OC. And I expect the dub from Jay White because OC, he just don't want to get any dubs anymore. He got the unsanctioned dub, but remember, in the rule books, it doesn't count. So, that's that, man. Is there anything else that I need to talk about concerning AEW? Absolutely not. Cody Rhodes situation. No, he didn't show up at the Elimination Chamber. This is fishy. There's something fishy about this Cody Rhodes stuff. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but over time we're going to find out. So that's that. So Elimination Chamber, it was basically a waste of time. Vince said, let's go ahead and do some more pandering. Bianca's going back to WrestleMania, but to do what? It's only right. Listen, Vince messed Bianca up at SummerSlam. He messed up a Summer joke. If she loses to Becky at WrestleMania, I don't know what I'm doing myself. I just don't know. Because I'm tired. I'm tired of this clown doing this foolishness on a regular basis. He does the stupid stuff and he knows it. He knows exactly what he's doing. And for some idiotic reason, the fools in the IWC that look like me continue to give this clown a pass. They give Vince McMahon a pass every day. I tell these fools all the time. This dude has always been what I always call him. I'm not even finna say it because I've said that in every video I do. Y'all know exactly what he is. This fool always, he does this foolishness. Every time. It's just pandering. It's pandering, pandering. And unfortunately, even Naomi won, but it meant nothing. And I heard it match was trash. Naomi was out the only one who was actually doing work. All the other girls were just there to be there. Rhonda, uh, Sonya, and Charlotte. They was just there to be there. And then, like I said, even though Bianca won that the women's elimination chamber match, they said it was Huff. And then the men's, Brock Lesnar buried everybody. And then, so Bobby Lashley, quote unquote. Now, here's the deal. Bobby Lashley actually got injured by Brock when they went against each other at the Royal Rumble. Or was it the Royal Rumble? Yeah, it was the Royal Rumble. I'm right. Yeah, I think it was the Royal Rumble. Yeah. He injured him, and so Bobby been wrestling with this messed up shoulder. So then the head situation that took place, obviously that was part of it, you know. So Bobby is out until after SummerSlam. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you have to ask yourself, what the heck did Vince McMahon put the title on the man, you know, just to do absolutely, just to actually put the title right back on Brock. Why? Because, you know, there's too many black wrestling fans that love Vince McMahon, and they, you know, for some reason they hold on to him. So Vince said, yeah, that's right, it's Black History Month, right? Let me go ahead and have Bobby beat Brock just for him to drop the title at Elimination Chamber. So regardless if Bobby was hurt, that fool was still going to lose the championship. So basically it was a waste of time. I told you, Vince McMahon has no desire to book the black champions right. He doesn't even know how to book anybody else, regardless of what race they are, outside of Roman Reigns. But he can't book black champions to save his life, and he does not care. I'm going to keep saying this until I'm blue in the face. He does not give a rat's behind. He don't care. So this is why I said this Bianca situation is a slippery slope. If she wins, the title reign gonna be trash. I'm just trying to tell. I'm telling y'all ahead of time right now. I'm telling you the bold-faced truth. Her title reign is gonna be garbage. Why? Because Vince McMahon is not going to. He's not going to book her right, and he does not care to book her right. He don't give a rat's behind. I'm telling y'all, he don't care. He don't. But some people in IWC, they gonna put dashiki hats on Vince and act like this is excellent and all that. It's not. It ain't. So, you know, now, like I said, we got Brock versus Roman, title for title. WrestleMania, like I said, man, Vince he does not, listen, he ain't got it no more, y'all. And he doesn't care. It's not the fact that he don't have it anymore. He just does not give a rat's behind. Listen, when they get paid all this money, look, they just ran over to Saudi Arabia, so you know the Saudi president paid them handsomely well. Oh, they cut the check. They got a nice check. They got a nice check going over there, getting that dead, dirty money, whatever you want to call it. But like I said, that's how it is, man. Every time I see the same old. I see fools in the IWC be going crazy, coming up with these dumb sayings like fools up over public talk about something. It seems only right that Bobby had this injury because he was quote unquote carrying Raw for dang near a year and a half. Man, if you don't listen, it's sad, y'all. It is so sad that our people are so caught in the sunken place. I'm serious. There's so many people that's caught in the sunken place when it's concerning wrestling. So many people. That's why a lot of people don't really rock with me like that, because they know I'm going to tell you the bold-faced truth. Like I said, I'm not here for the buck dancing. Don't come over here with that buck dancing stuff. You can stay over there buck dance all you want. Don't come to me with that buck dancing stuff, because I'll check you in a minute. I might not do, I might not be verbally with it. I might not be cussing you out like how everybody else do, but I'm going to call you a buck dancer. And I ain't even talking about everybody else. I'm just strictly talking about the cats that look like me, that love Vince McMahon. I'm telling you. They love him. They love that man. They love him like a straight slave owner that he is. They love him. Can't be me. Can't. But it is what it is, man. This your boy K Seville, King Silver for life. Y'all know exactly what to do. Get into the comment section. Hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Y'all already know I'm gonna come to y'all. I'm gonna give y'all the real. I'm gonna give you the truth. Cause you know when you come over to KCVL, you getting the truth. Ain't a lie. Ain't no lies coming out of me. I'm telling you the bold-faced truth about what I see in AEW and what I see in wrestling as a whole in the IWC or whatever you want to call it. Because you're not hearing this on nobody else's podcast. On everybody else's podcast, you're hearing a whole bunch of bull jive because that's what people do. People like to bull jive all day. Not over here. We're not here to bull jive. We're here to tell you the bold-faced truth. Holla at your boy. Y'all know what to do. Talk to me.